So recently, we learned that there were tapes of Donald Trump talking to Billy Bush on the Access Hollywood bus, where Trump basically admits he's a serial sexual assaulter. He says, "I don't wait for permission, effectively. Let me have some Tic Tac, because sometimes I just start kissing beautiful women. I mean, it's like a magnet. I just start kissing them. I don't even ask. I don't even wait. So I kiss them, and sometimes I grab their pussy. It's what I do." So he took a hit in the polls after that. In the debate, that was a big issue that they spoke about. Well, people are saying that could just be the tip of the iceberg. So there are some reports now that when he worked on The Apprentice, there are a lot of tapes of what they were saying when they were off air, and it ain't pretty. So there's some transcripts, but there's also some tapes, some audio, some more audio. And we have a really weird situation because the head of the network endorsed Donald Trump. He allegedly threatened a lawsuit against anybody who leaks those tapes. And then the head of the network again came out and said, "No, I didn't say I would sue anybody who releases the tapes. I don't know what you guys mean. We can't release them for, I don't know, other reasons, legal reasons. We just can't release them." Well, guess what? We're already having some cracks here, and some leaks are slipping through. So the first story isn't anywhere near as explosive as the one with Access Hollywood, but it's him basically talking about one of the female contestants and ironically going after her skin and saying, "Look, I have to just tell you, her skin is terrible. Her skin is horrible. It's a mess, disaster, sad." It's funny coming from Donald Trump because, of course, he's the orange man. He's the orange man who somehow still has pale white right underneath his eyes. He's basically a raccoon. But he's complaining about somebody else's skin. Now, again, that's just the first leak, and this was a transcript alone. It wasn't the audio, but there's more out there. I mean, there are rumors floating around now that it could be as bad as him saying the N-word. Now, I don't know. I really don't know, and maybe that's just something that somebody made up. It could very well be that. But do I think that there are other things on those tapes that would really be it? Yeah, I do think he probably said some things in private, if the Access Hollywood example is any indication, where everybody's like, okay, we're done here. Next. So we'll see. Look, I said from the beginning, you can't run a PC outrage-based campaign against Donald Trump. It's not going to work. And I still believe that to this day. Here's the thing. That was not PC outrage. The Access Hollywood tapes where, he basically admits, yeah, I do sexual assault. Then he said, well, it's locker room talk. But if you actually did the things that you say you did on the tape, well, then that's sexual assault. So Hillary Clinton already had a fairly solid lead going into the debate and before these tapes. After the tapes and after the debate, now you look at the polls, and it's a very, very solid Hillary Clinton lead. I believe it's 5 to 6 points on average. On average, that is a solid lead. I wouldn't go as far as say the election is over yet. If more tapes release, it might be. But 5 to 6 points is solid. I mean, in all seriousness, though, if it was anybody else running against Donald Trump, any other Democrat, I think it already would be over. I think if it was Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders, it'd be a fucking 20-point lead. I'm not kidding. A 20-point lead on average. Hillary Clinton has so much dirt on her with the email scandal and with the corruption and with the horrible campaign strategy that she's only up 5 or 6 points. But, Trump is running out of time. We're, less than 30 days to the election. Think about that. It'll be hard, man. I don't think the clock's running out. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to go any further than that, because if I go any further than that, I don't think it would be true. I'll just leave it at that, that he's running out of time and he's in trouble. And if these other tapes happen to leak, where he is saying other things akin to what he said with Access Hollywood, stick a fork in him. He's done.